Oh, we have new items. And in theory, Tryndamere is fucked. That's the theory. Now we'll see. We'll see if we can make something happen. Let me take chat, Popo chat here. We're gonna do some testing because, as I said, I think it's gonna be either standard build, but it's gonna be just the same build but weaker, or it's gonna be Tryndamere, which is Tryndamere played as Trundle, and you just play for side basically. So let's see. Let's spawn some dummies. Okay. So let's do it. Let's do it slowly but surely. First of all, we want to look at the spikes. So I'm buying this. They're advising static shift first. Static shift first. Moving within attack. And what does it build? Okay, so first, I mean, we're still gonna go boots most of the time. That gold. Boots first. I have my boots. Now it's either IE, but if I go IE, I cannot go Galeforce. I cannot go Navori. So let's say I go IE. Anti-damage. It doesn't even give like the bonus crit damage or anything. It's just pure stats. Oh yeah, okay, it's 35% crit damage. Let's say I only have IE now. By the time I have IE, let's level up. Same level 9. I did a decent good game. See, wrong abilities. Can I change my abilities? Yeah, just spam the abilities. Okay, let's put myself at level. Wait. Can I not level down? Or I can reset the game, right? Reset game. Okay, let's do it again. Hello coach, reset game. Yeah, true. Thank you, Jacob. And good morning. Morning, my friend. Okay, let's do it again. So, let's give myself some... I mean, or maybe it's gonna be super boring. It might be super boring for you guys, but maybe we just played the game, you know? So I see the spikes with the different timers, and I test the platings. Okay, let's not do that. I will do it off stream. Okay, so let's say I need to get used to that. I'm level 9. So max Q. But no, man, I'm so stupid actually. Actually it works. Okay. And I buy this and this to have IE. So whenever I don't crit, it's decent damage, but I have 0 haste, and I have 160. Oh, it's because of lethal tempo. So how much do I have attack speed? Yeah, the attack speed is pretty slow. Boom, 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 boom. So if we decide to go IE for some reason, we need attack speed. Wait. They said it would be 3% movement speed, but it's actually 5% movement speed. And this gives 50% attack speed and damage. And attacking a unit grants 20 move speed. Does it stack? So let's see which one is better between the two. Patch day, let's go. I feel like a champ. Preferred Navori before, they would still prefer it now. Oh yes, I'm just looking for other possibilities because most likely it's gonna be just Kraken, Navori, Serylda or PD and you know the standard build. And I want to see if there is something else, you know. I'm just looking if there is something else. But yeah, most likely it's gonna be the same. Oh, by the way, let me put the sound back up. So what I want to test is, right now my movement speed is 390. If I buy a Zeal, it's gonna be 409 perma. Okay. And now if instead of the Zeal, I buy this, so I'm at 390, but if I auto, 110, so it was 409 for Zeal, right? 110. Yeah, so Zeal is way better. Zeal is way better as a spike. For the movement speed at least. And I mean, it gives extra damage, but I already have plenty of damage from the IE. So if I go IE and then I want attack speed. Oh, but I can go IE Kraken? What does Kraken give now? Kraken, I mean, it's only damage. Damage and attack speed, but then I still have 0 haste. And look at how long are my cooldowns. 12 seconds on that, and on my ultimate, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of ultimate, because we don't put points in it. But when you go for the more standard build, let's say I go Navori, and I go Kraken, refresh cooldowns, and unauto refresh cooldowns. Yeah, like it's 25 seconds on my ult just by having Navori. And my E, it's 2 seconds. My Q, probably 2 seconds also. Yeah, haste is pretty important on Tryndamere, like your cooldowns are super low. Either way. I mean, yeah, like what we're thinking, the Tryndamere players, is that I don't think you go Navori first though. Because let's see the damage I have with only Navori. So Navori, it gives me 60 AD, crit, and haste. With boots. Your ability is 0 to 4%. Increased damage based on critical strike chance, so it spikes actually later. I mean, it looks like decent damage though. Is my boots enough attack speed though? Let's see. With Navori and boots I have 110. If I go Kraken first I have 130. And what if I go boots, Navori, and Zeal? Because Zeal, like, it looked so giga fucked because of the 3% movement speed. But now that it's 5% movement speed, it can be actually okay to build it. So now I have 120 attack speed. Dex, reduce by 12% of their remaining cooldown. Because yeah, what we were thinking is, imagine that if you go Nav first, you have to go for slightly shorter trace until another item, since no attack speed. I mean, the thing is, maybe Navori can help you stick on the guys, and help you stack lethal tempo, because when you think about it, if I have only Navori, and I manage to stack my lethal tempo, yeah, the attack speed is super slow at the beginning, but 163 is decent. I can use that to reset my E. 2, 3, 4. And I can use W also. I mean, it's not the best though. This is like the ODS you used to just go boots and then Zeal. And then Chibo. Yep. But I'm not sure if that's gonna be the go-to. So let's see, if we go for the standard things, because also you need to think about the spikes. Ah, okay, that's something also important. Is that as Tryndamere, let's say I get a kill, I get a lead, it's really important that you spike as much as possible on every single timer, you know? Like whenever you can spike, you need to spike. But now, look at the spikes. Yeah, I knew it was not cheapable, but still like, regarding the spikes, if you go only Zin and Boots, for example, like you have 0 attack damage. But here, look at what's the build path for Navori. Shit. Like, this is not spiking for Tryndamere. This is not spiking. This could be Unquiver. I mean, at least there's an Unquiver here. If Navori was built with an Unquiver, I think I would go Navori first. But now, I think it's gonna... like the standard build again. I think it's gonna be Kraken. So let's try the Kraken damage also, because they changed Kraken. Kraken damage. 40 AD, 30% attack speed. Every third attack applies 125 bonus magic damage. Additional triggers on the same target within 6 seconds. Resists damage by 50%. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. On very long trade, it's actually better, but we need to keep in mind that this thing has no magic resist. And by default, everyone has 50 magic resist. That's in average at that point. I think I can add resistance. Fully stack run, stack tier, win the game. Add 10 resistance. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now it becomes 83, so now it's less than the old one. 124, now it's more. 166, and caps at 66. Okay. Consider Storm Razor, it speeds you up to uncover as its build path. And purchase chart for attack speed. I will look at it. Might be an item. It might be an item. But now, so that's at one item. But now let's imagine we moved up in the game and I got Kraken and I got Navori. And now the enemies, because everyone is gonna have magic damage, the enemies go up to 80 magic resist, let's say. Now it's 69, 100. Okay. So it's, yeah, it's never gonna be better than Kraken on the first proc. But on the following proc, it's gonna be better until what point? 100 magic resist? 62? Yeah, like 90 to 100 magic resist. Okay, so it's a slight nerf, but it's still a nerf, but it's a slight one, but it is one. Okay, so now we said we would go Navori after that, so now we finally have haste, finally. We have our Kraken, or Navori, or Boots. Now what do we go next? So usually in my games, at this point, I either go Serylda's. Oh, because also the thing is, we didn't talk about it, but what if I'm in a game against full squishies? Well, I'm kind of forced to go Kraken. That's why I was looking for another build for full squishies games. Full squishies games, because now, yeah, the standard build kind of forces me to go Kraken. So it's either Serylda, which is the same, or it would be PD. So Zeal is still it's a decent spike because it's 5% move speed and not 3 as they said. And then what gives this? What this gives? Attack grants ghosting and 7% movement speed for 3 seconds. 20 damage, 30% attack speed, 7% move speed. But it's more expensive than it used to be. But PD stacks with the Kraken though, because it helps you stack your Kraken and get more procs. And it feels so good, the ghosting, just being able to walk through minions. Okay, let's see my auto attacks again. 400 crits. Yeah, and I'm at 100% crit also. And if I go Serylda, I'm at 80% crit, but they hit harder, and my E does 400. It's gonna be way more than PD. And I'm actually not sure which one is gonna help me stick the most on my opponents. Is it the Serylda slow, or is it the attack speed from the PD? But also it's a 400 gold diff. So this is gonna depend if I want the Zeal spike or if I want the Last Whisper spike. And then let's say about Serylda's, about PD. Is there ever a ward you actually go Gale? I mean, I would try a Gale build just in case I'm against full squishies. And they have a lot of, like, I'm against Vayne top, and I'm against Kindred jungle, and I'm against Kennen mid, and shit like that. Like, if I'm forced to go Kraken, it would be so shit, because I will never proc my Kraken Slayer, by the way. Oh, also the Kraken scares up. It's true that it scales. Now it's 300, 400, but what, let's see on 100 magic resist? 150. Okay. I mean, it used to scale too. So, and now what could be a good last item? So you still have BOTRK, which can be a good last item. You can have Stormraiser, let's see. 55 AD, 15% attack speed, 20% crit chance. Moving and attacking will generate an energized attack. Also, I didn't talk about the haste from Serylda's, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I think if I can afford it, yeah, it's gonna depend on the games. Just like right now, actually. Moving and attacking will generate an energized attack. Your energized attack applies 25 plus 65% of your AD. Bonus magic damage and grants 45 move speed for 1 second. Ah, interesting. So let's buy it. So how long does it take to energize it? Makes you run pretty fast. So I need to... Let's say I'm on top of someone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy has armor though. Does my E count into it? Into the moving? Yeah, it does. Ah. Okay, let's see. Let's spawn an enemy dummy. It's hard to realize when you have it if you don't look at it. And does it stack back instant? Yeah. It's, yeah, when you have 100. Yeah. I mean, it could be a specific item, you know, like help you stick on someone. I think it's gonna be better with the Gale build. So you Galeforce on someone, Stormraiser, and then you can stick on him with the W slow and your next E and shit like that. So I think when I'm on a Kraken build like that, Kraken Navori, that might be a better option. which I think will be BOTRK in this kind of situations. Just gives me more damage overall. My attack speed is super high, haste is pretty high. I have some lifesteal. I have the still sweet. I have the passive. Yeah, I think this is like the standard full bit, which is exactly the same that on the current patch. Nashu's last AP Tryndamere sell boost for Cosmic Drive. Dictar is also, yeah, they do. Yo, good to see. We're doing some testing and then we're going in game. Okay, so for now I think this is the classic standard build you're gonna go most of the time, which is the same but slightly worse because of the build path of the items, because of Kraken being controlled by resistance, and because of PD being a bit more expensive, and Zeal being nerfed. So for now, that's the point. And we took item by item and we checked it to understand like why that will be the build. Now let's try something completely different. Let's say I'm again full squishies and I decide to go Galeforce first. So Galeforce has been upped. I think it has been upped if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's spawn an enemy. Let's free the minions. Let's go, guys. You're free to go. Oh, okay, they're stuck here. So I have Galeforce. I mean, still the same Galeforce spike as it used to be. And now I cannot go Navori. So what will compensate for my Navori? It cannot be PD. Can turn off minions? Yeah, but I like to see them. But yeah, no, actually I should turn them off. Toggle minion spawn. Toggle minion spawn. Okay. So this is so at this point we used to go Navori, right? Maybe we could go Zeal, which is slightly worse now, but it's still doable. Okay. And now I cannot go PD, because if I go PD, look at my ult duration. 2 minutes, 0 ability haste after spending like 340, 28, 5, 4, 4, 5, like more than 5k gold, and I still have no haste. So I don't think PD is the move here. Trinity CDR Black Cleaver is good, no, since people are gonna build, yes, but the problem is I need haste, but I also need crit and I need attack speed. And Black Cleaver only gives haste. That's the problem of Tryndamere, like he's so dependent on the ADC items because he needs crit, attack speed, CDR. If he's lacking one of those, he cannot function correctly. So yeah, man, it's pretty painful. It's pretty painful. So let's see what gives CDR. What gives CDR? Serylda's? Do I go Galeforce Serylda's? But where's my attack speed then? 120? So it's 130 attack speed, so it's the same as just having a Kraken, no? Where's Kraken? Yeah. Galeforce here, Serylda's, and this. And I have only 20 haste. And I have 30. No, it's shit. It's not that. No. It's not it. It's not it. You know what will solve this? Rel top when the rework comes out. That's it. On your main check actually looks really fun though, not gonna. I didn't see it. I might check it later, but I didn't see what Rel is becoming. Okay, what does static shift do? Nope. Static shift, only stats, no haste. Essence Reaver, AD, crit, but still No more attack speed, so I'm kept at 130 after, but I mean, still 50 AD, 20% crit, 20 haste. This is not convincing. Nothing is convincing. Navori is convincing, give me Navori. I want Navori so much. I'm thinking. Like, it has to have haste. Like, it cannot not have haste. Ability haste. Serylda, Essence Reaver. Like, that's the only two options. Maybe an Assassin's item? Brawlers? But where attacks? I mean... But where's crit then? Now I have no crit. So it will be only Essence Reaver that gives me what I want at that point. And considering that I have Zeal to help me with the attack speed, but sometimes I won't be able to go Zeal, and then I only have 120, only 20 haste. Now it's just straight up worse. It's just straight up worse. And then we could find a full build from now, maybe. That's decent, but the thing is, as I said, like with Tryndamere you need to spike. And here there is no spike. There's a spike at Galeforce maybe. And then the spikes are shit. Okay, so let's try something else against squishies. Yeah, but if I go AE, it's gonna be the same problem, no? Where haste? IE, but maybe this will deal a ton of damage. Let's see my damage. Yeah, but I have no attack speed there. $110 attack speed. So let's add a Z. Let's say we got pretty rich. And the crits hit hard though. The crits hit pretty hard. What would make my crits hit even harder? But remember also it's against zero resistance, zero armor, which never happens in the game. And now what am I lacking? I'm lacking attack speed, so maybe PD now? Still have 20 haste. I don't know, everything looks like shit. Everything looks like shit. Zeal into Black Cleaver. I go Zeal, and then I go Black Cleaver. But the attack speed is still super low. It's 120, look at that. Imagine a Tryndamere that spent 3 items and a half and hits at this pace. Okay, wait, because I have a lethal tempo. Lethal tempo is a pretty good rune, I'm not gonna lie. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, at this time of the game where everyone has 3 items, etc., like you're not gonna kill a Zeri with that attack speed, that's for sure. That's for sure. And then there's also the third option, which is the hybrid build. Everyone's talking about hybrid Tryndamere. So what would be hybrid Tryndamere? I mean, you cannot go Ginzu's, but if I go Ginzu's, where crit? I cannot crit. I can actually crit with Ginzu sometimes, because it doesn't convert my crit instant. Okay, it does now. So this is not gonna be on hit Tryndamere for sure, because I never reset my E. So now what would it be? I mean, if I want to go hybrid, I think Navori is pretty good because it deals increased damage on my abilities, and my abilities is gonna go Like I have AP ratios on my E. And then what? Second item. Natural tools, 100 AP. 50% attack speed, 15 haste. Wait. Now I have haste. I have attack speed. And I have AP. Maybe I should actually go natural. What does it build into? Oh, but the build is shit. And this, the build pass is shit also. So I'd be super weak early on. Assuming you mean lethality hybrid. No. I actually mean AP. Because Tryndamere AP ratios are actually decent. So my auto is still 200. I never crit though. And my E 300. And now there's also something. Wait. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that should be enough. Now I stack Fury. And now 1Q at this moment gives me 464. That's a lot of healing. But let's keep moving, So we have haste now. We can look for a bit more attack speed. We can look for more damage or more AP. What can it be next? What does have AP ratios? Wait. If I buy Kraken Slayer. 1, 2, 244 procs, 349, 453 from Kraken. That's the biggest autos that I hit of all the builds is this one. Oh, wait, guys, I'm cooking. Kraken first, Navori, and then Nashor's Tooth. So, boom. Now I have good haste, good attack speed. And now look at my Kraken. Let's do it on the one that has 100 magic resist. 120 already. 170. 200. The silver shitter was onto something, maybe huge heal, Kraken 100% since his scales of AP. Has to be, I was saying this like 2 weeks ago. Silver shitter was onto something, let's go. Man, maybe you were. Because actually... Okay, guys. Let's now do a comparison, okay? I'm gonna do a comparison between these 3 items and if this was Serylda's. Because how much does it cost? It's the same cost as Serylda's. So now we're comparing these two, right? So, with this, let's see. I have 164 attack speed, 45 haste, and... No! Wait, the dog is barking. I don't want to scream. Okay. 164, 45, 40%. Okay, now let's replace this by this. So I have less attack speed. 30. Wait, what happened? What just happened? I have more haste, but less attack speed. Ah, no, I'm not buying the right item. Yeah, that's why. Okay. So it's 50, 45. So it's 5 less haste, but for 0.34 more attack speed. So I think it's actually better. And here I'm at 279. So it's 40 AD for 100 AP. Okay. Now let's look at the damage. Yeah, no, my bad. I'm so not used to build that items. Okay, so this scales up. That's on 100 armor and 100 magic resist, by the way. So my biggest autos, they did 443, and my E, 212. Okay. And then we need not to forget the Q healing, which is 450. Okay. Now if I go this instead. So the autos hit. Okay, they hit harder with this build. The E 235. I don't remember how much it used to hit. 135. Okay, it hits more. The E hits more, and I get it more often. Wait. What am I doing? Oh, no. Okay. I messed up my items. Man, what am I doing? My brain is so slow. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. It's less damage. But at least it's hybrid damage. Is it less than 0% also? Has to be. So here it's 850 with max tax and shit. Yeah. Okay. It's less damage though. But at least it's hybrid damage. So that might be useful. Natural tooth. But then what? That cap comes straight, but for attack speed, so it's actually probably more DPS. I mean, 164 is pretty... I mean, it's not the best, but it's decent at this point. So what you're saying is... I'm gonna look at it. Cosmic Drive, 100 more AP, 30 haste, 5% move speed. Let's just try it, you know, just for the sake of it. I mean the Kraken procs hit pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. The Kraken procs hit pretty hard. I have extra move speed to stick on my opponents. And I have a cool blue glow, true. I mean, and then you were saying this cap. Yeah, I think this cap might be a bit too much though. But look at my haste though, because of this. Because now I'm still level 9, but at this point, like, level up. Look at my E cooldown. It's only 5 seconds. That's some nice hitting autos, no? I imagine if I just E-flash in a fight, you know, on some squishies that are gonna have, I don't know, like 70 magic resist at that point. Where is at resistance? At 10 resistance. $20, $30, $40, $50, $60. Okay, that may be a bit too heavy AP. What could I need at that point? I mean, I could need some crit though. I come back to the stream and I see where it's the forbidden AP Trynd technology. Not AP Trynd, but, you know, hybrid Trynd. I mean, it might be an option. It might be an option. I'm still thinking about it. Is there something that scales off AP and has crit? Something else? I mean, you have static shiv. You have static shiv though. Wait. Wait. Okay. Are you ready, guys? That's it? Yeah, static shiv is pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. How much do they have armor? Ah, but it's increased against minions. It's actually for minions. Yeah, but I don't give you a shit about minions at that point, because if I toggle minion spawn, at this point I one-shot minions, so I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, it's too late for static shiv. I mean... whenever you got to defend the base, if you can like straight up one-shot minion waves... Yeah, true. Okay, other option is Storm Razor for solo targets. Storm Razor... AD, attack speed, crit, and it scares off. And I will have Cosmic plus Storm Razor. It did... It 400? I mean, then like we have to think about the passive though. Damage to champion. We have to think about the passive move speed. And this is not looking too bad. Like my ease, look at my ease, 700, 400 on 100 resist. So I have 2 attack speed at that point. I have 85 haste. I have some armor. We do have armor because of base stats. I have decent AD, decent AP. And let's look at my... Also, I forgot about that. Let's look at my Q healing. So I can stay on the map. Okay, guys, I think that I might try it, because I mean, actually, most of the games I'm not gonna get to that point. But I always wanted to find my own build, and maybe I found my own build, you know. So I will still go. I will start my games and go with my boots, with my Kraken Slayer. Like, I still haven't found an anti-squishy build. Maybe I need to find it just in case, you know. So let's see. Maybe then it's gonna be... where is it? It's not in Assassin, it's in Fighter. Maybe it's gonna be Hydra into Galeforce. And Hydra gives me some haste. Yeah, it's true that I forgot about Hydra. And then after this, I can go... like PD. Wait. Ah. Hydra, Galeforce, PD, and by this time, like, the game should be over, no? And then maybe I can go Shojin, which I never built. Haste, damage. And then... but Galeforce deals a lot of damage now. Yeah, that could be an anti-squishy build. Something like that. So these three items... If I don't have the Shojin, can I stick on my opponents? I mean, I have the Galeforce. And I have the move speed from PD. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's worse than Navori and Galeforce, but it's something. So yeah, that could be one build against tanks, and then the other build would be what I said. So I would go Kraken first, into Navori, into Nashor's Tooth. I mean, depending. If they have a lot of magic resist, I would go Serylda. So actually, if they have heavy AD, I don't know if it's better to have armor pen or to have AP. But also it gives me... no, man, I keep looking at that. So haste, attack speed, it gives a lot of attack speed though. It gives a lot of attack speed. So Natural Tooth, and then Cosmic. Is there a better item than Cosmic? There has to be a better item than Cosmic, but it gives some pretty good amount of haste though. Like the question is, can I reset my E with 2 auto attacks? It's a bit more than 2. If they crit, it's 2. So maybe if I have a Zeal, now I have 95% attack crit with full fury. Okay, guys. I think if it's squishies, you'll probably go IE instead of Navori, just because you can probably 3 or 4 shot them, but you're lacking attack speed, no auto items that give no attack speed. Yeah, that could be the play. You can go Abyssal. I mean, Abyssal is turbo broken, so I think I would do it as the last item. If, let's say, I'm playing against Carthus, or I'm playing against something like super annoying, like look at that. Without Abyssal, I reduce the magic damage by 40%, which is already pretty poggers. It becomes 56, and I reduce their magic resist. And so what you are saying is that if I go Galeforce... Yeah, it's broken now. When you're lacking at the... E instead of Navori. Yeah, but the thing is... I think I need Galeforce to stick on them, because yeah, if I have IE, then what? I can squishies IE, Stormrazor, whatever, and then I have 0 haste, so it's the same problem. Okay. Catalyst of Aeons. You talk about that? Ah, what it builds into? Up. Wait, into nothing? Wait, why doesn't it show? It's because I have a mythic. Yeah, it's on your Road of Ages, I guess. On your Road of Ages. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that. Look at how broken this item is. Abyssal Mask, 2400 gold. So it's like so cheap. 60 magic resist, 10 haste, 200 HP, and you're cursing the enemy champions. You're doing the magic resist by 5 plus 1.2% health to a max of 25. So you can reduce their magic resist by 25 on 5 champions, so 125. And for each cursed enemy, you gain 9 magic resist. So you can gain 45 magic resist and deny 125 and get 60 magic resist. All of this for 2400. How broken is that? It's giga broken. Okay, so I will try my build because it's my build and I'm proud of it. This, and then I go this. So with this, my E does 500 and 300 on this guy. And my Kraken procs, they do 260 and 160 on this guy. If I go Cosmic, 600 and 400 on this guy. The Kraken procs 300, 200. Plus I got the movement speed. I'm liking the build. Like, look at my attack speed is giga high. When I have of course lethal tempo. My haste is pretty high. My damage is hybrid. Now I'm just lacking crit for the last item. If I go PD, I will have too much attack speed. What gives crit? What gives crit? I mean, maybe I can go Mortal Remainder if they have Armor Pen. It's been upped. I could go Mortal Reminder. I could go Storm Razor. I could go Static. I mean, actually, finally, I think I like the Static Shift. Let's see. Toggle minion spawn. Let's say I'm backdooring. Right. Now I can just do this. It's gonna take a bit of time, but okay. Let's see my push. Let's just check my push now, and see how it goes. I want to see my damage on turrets. Yeah, it's true that I can do shield bow, but I think shield bow on Trinity is like it's gonna bait me into not using my ult. I think can be dangerous. Yeah, my push power is pretty low though. Wait, Cosmic works on turrets? It does. So if I keep moving, I can get some Cosmic procs. And also the fact that I have my Q, that's pretty high, can allow me to stay on map for a pretty long time. And this can actually help me live through... I mean, this is very late game. This is at full stuff. Okay, I will find something better than Static Shift. But guys, I think I'm onto something. I think I found what I want to go for. Thank you, E. You helped me. You helped me build that build. Maybe it's shit. Maybe it's shit. Maybe it's not. But I want to try it. I really want to try it. So let's go. Okay, let's see. Let's do some math again. Training, practice tool. Okay. So we said we're gonna go. Let's give us some gold and some XP. Add gold, level up. Gold. Okay. Then we go. Kraken. Ori. Boots. We spawn an enemy dummy. It's here. So we're gonna spawn multiple dummies. Okay, now what we're gonna do is like the minimum amount of resist would be like 40 to 50, so we're gonna do 50, 70, or 50, 80, 110, 140. Right? Add resist. It's Control Shift G. Control Shift G. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this guy. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 20, 30. Okay, so now 40 actually. Okay. And Control Shift and T for max HP. I mean, who cares about HP? Okay. Now we're gonna toggle minion spawn. Here. Okay. So let's see how it works. Last hit DPS. So now my DPS is around 600. And when does it reset? 1000. Okay. Okay, so let's try with Serylda. So now I'm trying with Serylda. But I need to keep in mind that it's on a single target, right? So DPS is around 900 here. Wait to have more DPS here. Okay, I don't. Okay. So that's with Serylda. Now we need to keep in mind the stats. So now we have the TPS numbers, and now we have the stats. The stats, it's 50 haste, 50 haste, 300 AD, and then I have armor pen, and that's it. And then I have the slow, passive slow. Now if I sell Serylda and I go for Natural Tooth, what happens? So this is, now I have more attack speed. I have way more attack speed. I have 5 less ability haste. I gave up 45 AD for 100 AP. And now we're gonna see the DPS. 927. It should be less DPS. Not gonna lie, it should be less. So it's a bit less on 50 armor. Now let's see on 80 armor. And it should be even less, like the difference should be bigger the more they have armor, because it's a percentage. Here it's 665. Yeah, the Kraken procs are way bigger, but the normal autos are way smaller in terms of damage. Then 628 DPS. Interesting. Wait. But the thing is, most likely... The thing is, most likely, the champions I face will have more armor than magic resist. I just want to test something, just to test what seems logic when you think about it. At 10 resist, 10 resist. Okay. Now my DPS should be way more with Serylda, right? Because it's a percentage armor pen. Just want to make sure. Well, it's not. I actually have. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Now I have Serylda. Okay, makes sense. But then to get that, so I get 5 more haste, I get the passive slow, and I get some AD, but I give up completely on the attack speed, which is way slower. And I give up on 100 AP, that gives me... Let's test my E damage. E right now, 328. And E right now, 312. And it scales up for Serylda. Yeah, Serylda looks just better actually. But now, let's see. Let's see if I have Serylda and, let's say, BOTRK. And the thing is, they don't have much HP though. I need to add HP to see like the whole... Like here it's 1000 DPS. Here it's 700. Now if instead of that I take Serylda and BOTRK, I take Natural Tooth and Cosmic. It's almost the same DPS. And here it's gonna be way less, right? Yeah, so I guess I got hyped for nothing. And also, but now I got the Cosmic passive. But I give up on the... I got the Cosmic passive, but I give up on the Serylda passive. But I get insane healings on my Qs. Get insane healings on my Qs though, so I can stay on map forever. And I got 80 haste. 80 haste and yeah, we need not to forget about the move speed. 408 move speed and 80 haste. When here I have 390 move speed and 55 haste. But here it's 150 attack speed. And is it more? $170. Man, so it's either more attack speed, more haste, more Q healing, and that's about it. Or more DPS, but let's see also on just on a by E auto. And just for the burst, you know. Cosmic Drive damage champion just stack every 1.5 seconds for the next second, and 4 second addition damage refreshes this effect. It's a close call. It's actually a close call. Or maybe I want it to be a close call because I find it funny to play Natural Tooth and Cosmic. Center rushes Boots and Iceborne, so he's at 150 with just those. What about Grudge and Black Cleaver? 60% total. The thing is... Why am I in QWERTY? Grudge and Black Cleaver, so now I have as much ability haste that I had, but I have less attack speed, and also... Yeah, it's more AD for less attack speed. Yeah, this looks like just a weaker version of the AP version. Because it's less attack speed, it's the same amount of haste. And let's see the damage against something that's very tanky. Or like the DPS. The DPS is gonna be way better though. But it's slow, man. Okay, I really need my lethal tempo. 654. This and Cosmic. I mean, I think at the end of the day it's gonna be the same. I think at the end of the day it's gonna be... Because here I'm lacking crit also. At the end of... Guys, actually at the end of the day, it's gonna be PD, Serylda's, BOTRK, and it's gonna be the exact same build. And nothing changed. We just have to play it a bit different. Because now we have to... look to focus more single targets to get the extra Kraken procs. And okay, and also I wanted to try something. What if, instead of going this, $850. Okay. What if instead of going this, I'm going, instead of Serylda, I'm going Natural Tooth, but instead of attack speed boots, because let's see. Now with Serylda I have 136, but if I go Wit's End, and I sell my attack speed boots, I have still more attack speed, and now maybe I can go this. I should have traded on this one actually. Oh no, he has 50, okay. DPS 853. Oh, this is not the right item. This is not the right item. So it was 850. Now I have more DPS on squishies with the magic pen boots. And on tanks, I should have less DPS, 523. Yeah. Okay. But the thing is, if I'm playing against squishies, I need to go like a whole different build. Which would be, as I said, like maybe Galeforce, Hydra, PD. What if I'm playing against squishies? Galeforce, this. And if I don't want to go Hydra, what am I lacking? I'm lacking haste. But maybe, actually, when you think about it, look at that. This looks like a good anti-squishy item, right? Essence Reaver. 600 DPS. But actually, if you take the anti-tank item, it's super close. Knowing that if you start hitting this guy with 80 armor and magic resist, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better to go for Serylda's. But if I go for Serylda's, what am I lacking now? Might be lacking attack speed, that's why I was thinking. Galeforce. Hydra for the haste. So maybe Hydra first, into Galeforce. Into PD. My haste is still pretty low though. Do this. Yeah, armor pen is broken, like even against squishies, like it always has huge value. But maybe, okay, let me try one more thing. Maybe then, what if I go Kraken, Navori, Natural Tooth, and then instead of going Serylda's, the replacement would be Void Staff. I have already some haste. I have already some attack speed. I have some stats. Then with Void Staff, this was like 600, I think. No, it's shit, it's shit. Unless I go Void Staff and Serylda's. No, I have a bit of AP, a bit of AD, a bit of attack speed, a bit of haste. But again, it's full stuff. Like full stuff, you're gonna find a lot of good builds. So let's take what looks troll. This looks troll. I bet I need more crit, man. So I guess I need to have PD. I guess I need to go Phantom Dancer. And then it's just the same build. Like whatever I do, I always finish. I always end up with the same build. Always, always. Because if you think about it and you go BOTRK, and then you add HP, Control Shift T. Because if someone has 150 armor, he's gonna have at least 3000 HP. 2, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And then you look at the DPS and it's actually better. I don't think there's an option where AP it's better than that. So I guess it's the same build actually. I guess. But now you need to see the Q value. You need to see the Q value of having more AP and being able to stay on the map a bit more. But yeah, Serylda looks like straight up just a better option. Yeah, I got hyped for nothing. But it runs move speed. I forgot about that. But this slows. This is 20 move speed, but this is a 30% slow. Yeah, this is just better. So it's actually this and Serylda. Man, it's so boring. Now I have AD and I have attack speed and I have haste and I have move speed. And it's the exact same build. So it's the exact same build, but what changes is that Kraken is better on single targets. Because... boom. Boom, bigger proc. Boom, bigger proc. Where is it? On Mountain Drake. Okay, and I had also one last option. I talked about it. We forget about everything we said, and now we think about Tryndamere. So it's Tryndamere, but you play it like a Trundle, and you never group. Okay, what's the build now? What's the build now? I mean, Hydra is pretty good for it. Hydra, do we straight go for Hullbreaker? I mean, there is gonna be Hullbreaker in the build. Hydra, Hullbreaker. I have low attack speed now and 0 crit, so maybe PD. Then what else? Essence Reaver. Toggle minion spawn. For 30 sec. Let's see how far can I go. It's Shift S, no? Let's see how far can I go with the one wave. I have some attack speed, I have some crits. Oh, but I don't have a mythic. Can still choose a mythic. Yeah, I can end the game on with the cannon wave. Okay, and what mythic would I go? In Navori? Or something else?
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your turret has been destroyed.
Assassin. I want to play on side and be a pain in the ass. What can I go? It has to be Navori, no? But the attack speed looks kinda cool also. Nothing gives me attack speed. Here? Or Trinity Force, maybe. Attack range 20 move speed for 5 seconds. The target is remain structure again 5% for 5 seconds, taking up to 5 times, 20% base AD. So using the ability your next attack with that base damage. It's Spellblade. Is it the same? But it doesn't say unique Spellblade. It doesn't say unique. And everything gives me 3 AD, 3 haste, 3 move speed. Do they accumulate? Do I get both procs at the same time? 400, 480. Now let's say I sell this. I don't think they accumulate, so maybe I should switch Essence Reaver for something else. I never know if armor pen works on if it works on turrets. Why can Rengar take a turret by himself and I can't? I didn't buy the Serylda actually. I mean, not that it would change anything. What would be the build then? I mean, I think it's this and this. And then PD is pretty good if I want to hit turrets. Let me check it. Does armor pen work on towers? Some random guy saying yes. I mean, what's the best way to try it? Sorry, put myself here. See, the turret has 40 armor. And it doesn't reduce the armor, it's armor penetration. And when do I build Triforce? Attack speed, AD, haste. And it has kind of everything you want though. So the order will be this into Triforce second. Spawn. Toggle minion spawn. Fast forward 30 sec. What's my push power already at that point? Having no crit feels kinda bad though. Okay, it's decent. But then if I go Hullbreaker now, I have like legit 0 crit. I have 0 crit, but what's my push power? Still. It's pretty good though with these 3 items. Looks pretty good. Okay, so let me change it. I change my mind. Let me change my mind. Custom comments. New builds. Not sure yet, but whatever. So let's forget about the AP. So I'm gonna do against tanks. Or Kraken Navori, so this disappears. Which is pretty sad. I like the idea of that. Or it's gonna be Hydra Triforce second or Hullbreaker. Maybe Hullbreaker second, so when you build a Hydra you get a bigger spike from it, and then you benefit from the Hullbreaker buff when you like for longer also. So let's say Triforce PD whatever split only. And then Hydra Galeforce PD Essence Reaver Storm Razor whatever in squishies. Okay, my mind changed a bit. See if I'm right or wrong. I need to go for a quick piece, guys. I'll be right back, and then we do some gaming. I'm pretty sad, man. I like the build so much. I like the idea of going for some AP. But I think you need more damage. You need the damage. Like the Q healing and the little extra haste, like I don't think it's enough to go for the AP build. It's okay, guys.